Hi guys, this is Alex from Boost Your Body, and I'm going to talk to you about Fit Pro client recipes. This is, in my opinion, a great service that PT should be taking advantage of. Pretty much any PT worth his salt that works in weight loss knows that weight loss and transformation is pretty much 80% nutrition. I'd even go as far as to say 90% nutrition. And personally, I found lots of clients buy into the whole idea they need to change the way they're eating, but then they kind of struggle for ideas. They're like, oh, okay, right, so I need to take away some of these foods or reduce my consumption of some of these foods and increase some proteins and fats. But I've spent the last 20, 30 years basing, maybe even longer, 40, 50 years maybe, basing my nutrition around big heapings of carbohydrates and so on. And so now they really struggle to get the head around exactly what they can cook. So from my perspective, the ability to provide these clients with recipes, they come with all the nutritional information you need, simple step-by-step instructions, is pretty much a godsend. It's really, it's something that you could do yourself. Let's be honest, you could put together 10 recipes a week. But speaking for myself, I'm not a chef. I like to eat food, but I just know it would be much more time efficient for someone else to create these recipes for me, and that's exactly what the Fit Pro Client Recipes does. So does it add value, and does it add value to your service to your clients? Yes, absolutely. It's something that a lot of PTs typically fall down on. Some PTs don't give any nutrition advice. Some PTs will give some nutrition advice but leave it at, okay, you need to eat X grams of carbs, X grams of protein, X grams of fat. Clients don't really eat grams of protein, grams of fat, they eat food. So having some recipes you can give them is absolutely beneficial, and it helps separate you from the crowd. Will it help with retention? I certainly like to think so. I've not lost a client yet, and I do think that being able to provide these little extra services that helps you stand out from the crowd really wins people over to your service and the service you provide to them. So yes, I would say without a doubt it plays a part in client retention. Will it give you a valuable extra in your own sales campaigns when talking to potential clients? The answer to that is a big fat yes. I know from experience, as soon as I started offering the service, when I go and see clients to do a free consultation, we talk about a little bit about nutrition and what types of food I'll be expecting them to eat for weight loss. And certainly sometimes people are a little bit hesitant because, like I say, you're challenging the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years of their way of eating. And they kind of know they need to change something, but they're not quite sure how to change it or what to change it to. And they kind of have, maybe they've dieted before and they find food that when they're dieting pretty bland, a bit tasteless. This is the key moment where you whip out your recipes and go, look, these sorts of foods we're going to be eating. There's like ostrich mince, for example, really good pancake recipes in there. The types of food that perhaps aren't associated with dieting, but that you can give your clients to eat. And you could say, look, if you're working with me, these are the foods we'll be eating. You'll still be losing weight and looking great. So yes, it does give you a valuable extra, and it is one of the potential things that can win a client over to your side. Does it save time? I think I've touched on that already, but like I say, you could provide this service yourself. But I mean, personally speaking, I'm a trainer, I'm a weight loss coach, so I'm great at advising, I'm great at training people when I'm with them, I'm great at providing support and coaching them. But that's where my strength is. My strength is not in putting recipes together. And it would take me maybe, let's be generous and say 4 hours a week to put together 10 recipes, personally. And 4 hours of my time, even modestly, that's considerably more than the sort of $39.99 that you're going to be paying on the silver package to get those recipes delivered straight to your inbox. Rebrand them, send them out. Takes you half an hour tops. Perfect. So the quality of the recipes and the range of recipes, I really like them. I think there's a good mix of recipes that are suitable for people who are just kind of stepping into nutrition and learning how to cook. So things like the lamb chops, Things like the pancakes, they're quite basic, which is really good. And then there's some more complex things, because some people will be confident cooks, they just don't know what to cook. So providing these guys with something that they can cook that's a little bit more out there, a little bit more adventurous, is going to be right up some people's street. So I think that was a pretty good balance. Presentation wise, spot on for me. You get a really good image of the food, clear step-by-step instructions, clear macronutrient breakdowns. It's pretty much everything you need. What do you think to being able to rebrand your own logo or business? Perfect. The more stuff you can get out there with your brand and your logo on, the better. So imagine you're training someone, they're getting really good results because you're a good PT, and their friends saying, oh yeah, that's really good, well done. I mean, what have you done to get those results? How have you done it? How have you done it? That's the big question everyone asks successful clients. And then they talk about you, and they can show you the recipes that you've sent through, and it's got your logo on, and the more times you can get your logo in front of people, the more times they're going to remember it. And if your logo's any good, and it's got the name of your company in, then bang, straight on the internet, boost your body. What do these guys do? Weight loss. Brilliant. Unlimited downloads, uploading onto your own website, again, perfect. Depends how you distribute them. Personally, I have a little recipe group that I just email them to. But I've also used some as part of my upsell on my autoresponders. So when people download my ebook, then they get a series of autoresponders, and some of those are recipes. So you can just upload these onto your website and give them away free to people who've downloaded your free gift or free product. It's a really nice little bonus to give people. Value for money, like I say, I've touched on that before. Probably take 4 hours of my time generously to prepare 10 recipes a week. So if you think how much you charge for 4 hours of your time, say you're an average of £35 an hour, that's £140 that you could be charging out, but instead you're writing recipes where you can pay 40 quid. It takes you half an hour and you get 10 recipes. Job done. It gives you 3 hours to charge yourself out at £35 an hour. I mean, you don't really get any better than that, really. How have your clients found getting the recipes? They're quite excited, actually. I didn't tell them I was going to do it, so the first week I sent it out to all my clients and said, here's some recipes for you to try, guys. And I got lots of positive feedback. People weren't expecting it, so it's a nice little surprise, and people have found the recipes really good, so it's really helped them move towards their goals. So let's talk about the silver plan, which is £39 a month, and that's where you get 10 recipes a week that you can send out to your client. I think I've covered that above, and that is, it's just so much more efficient to outsource this stuff. Gold plan is where you can have a customised flexible system. That is £59 a month. And at the end of the day, you are a weight loss coach or a personal trainer, and you have a responsibility to get results for your client. Now, some clients are going to be confident in the kitchen and they're just going to need macros. Some clients are not so confident, but if you give them the macros and you give them some recipes, then it's enough to sort of spark some ideas, spark some inspiration, and then they can go in the kitchen and they're quite happy to start trying stuff out for themselves. Other people need to be spoon-fed. Some people just haven't looked after themselves for that long. They just have no idea how to look after themselves and how to get in shape. So being able to customise a plan for them and tell them exactly what to eat, exactly what they need to buy at the shops, just makes things so much easier for them, and it's going to massively improve your results with them, going to massively improve your reputation, particularly amongst their social group, and it's going to massively improve client retention. So that's really good value. The platinum plan, and that is, let me just scan back up, sorry Karen. Yes, so that's the platinum plan is £79 a month, and that is where you can sell on these recipes as your own product, so you can create a little recipe book. And if you think about it as a PT, if your business revolves around doing one-to-one sessions with clients, what do you do if you break your arm or break your leg? You can't work. Okay, so you need to structure your business so that you have other things you can sell that don't need you to be there. And this is one of them. It's just a nice extra little service. You can use it to upsell, you can use it as a bundle. There's so many things you can do with it that, you know, for £79 a month, that's 2 hours of your time. Well, for me it's almost a no-brainer really. Just pretty much a no-brainer. Okay, Karen, hopefully you found that useful and there's some stuff in there you can use. I look forward to seeing myself in cartoon form. Slightly scared about what I'm going to look like. Hopefully not some sort of Simpsons character, but hopefully you found it useful. Cheers.